Hello and welcome back to Edge Control. I'm Tom, sat next to my co-host Tron. Tron, have you done any edging this week?
I have not done any edging this week, sadly. I've done a lot of other things, just no edging. Pressure control, been doing that. Downhauling, that was the main pressure control that we did.
I did some rotational control downhauling.
Did you?
Yeah.
What kind of rotational control were you doing?
Turning my feet.
We love that. We got to avoid the rocks and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Avoid all the really slow hikers that we had to overtake.
Old people.
Oh, lots of old people. Jesus.
Yeah. We are joined here today by Sam. Sam,
Yes, we are.
how do you know us?
Well, I know you. I know Theo, or Tron, as I believe he's known
Thank you.
here.
Tron.
He
Yes.
is my roommate. He lives next door to me in the same apartment, and I know Tom as Theo's friend.
Cool.
Yeah, he has to put up with me 24/7.
I do.
feel
Poor
very sorry for
fucker.
the man, yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
I deal with him maybe, 10, 12 hours a week, and that's enough for me, man.
I have to deal with myself all the time, man. That's too much
God.
for me,
Yeah,
Jesus. Yeah.
Have you done anything interesting this week, Tron?
Yes. Well, we obviously hiked. We're going to get into that a little bit more later. I was on a tour bus today. Saw a bear. Great time again. What else did I do? Nothing much. Just work, really. Yeah. Just a lot of running around. A lot of sleeping this week as well. Yeah, pretty much. What about you, Sam? You know anything interesting?
I've not really. Pretty mediocre
What a
week.
boring guest.
Well, I played Minecraft last night. You know,
That's
a
pretty
couple.
dope.
Yeah, exactly.
We were playing
you know.
Goat Simulator as well.
Oh,
That was good
yeah.
fun. That was
Oh,
good fun.
that's-
Showed
that's
one
a
of
hell
our
of a
friends
game.
Goat Simulator
That's a
for
hell of
the
a game.
first time.
Yeah.
He hated it.
Yeah, he did. What about you, Tom? What have you been doing?
Nothing too much. Saw a couple of Nikiskian friends over the past week, and just played some board games on a Monday night. Nothing
Nikiskin friends, is that what you refer to them as? Nikiskins?
Well, that's where I know them from, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nikiskins.
It makes sense.
It's
a bit of a weird
Lakers,
name, though, isn't it?
Nikiskins, Sunshine.
Lakers?
Yeah.
You're part of like Los Angeles Lakers that we saying like LeBron James.
No. No.
Tom just did a massive eye roll. Anyways,
Cool.
let's cut to the chase.
Yes,
Let's get
Sam
right
is
in
here.
this.
We've got some questions for him.
Yes, we do.
Let's
Yes,
go.
we do.
Sam, what is your go-to fast food order?
Where?
You pick.
Okay. I had A&W recently. That's pretty top tier fast food.
Yeah.
Theo, have you had A&W before?
I have had A&W.
I've had
Have you?
A&W before.
Okay, all right. So you've been blessed.
I don't think it's that good. This is.
Do you not?
This may be controversial, but I'm McDonald's over A&W all day long.
What about the McDonald's here?
Oh, they just take too long.
Yeah, but what about the food though? Ignore the wait time,
Oh,
but
the
like
food is
food
pretty
quality.
good.
That's
I'm not too bothered about it. The food I'm getting is normally pretty decent quality.
The thing that disturbs me is that they're all named after family members. I don't understand
What?
why.
That's
The
true.
burgers,
Well-
they're like the papa, the mama,
Where?
A&W.
Oh, we're on to A&W now.
yeah.
Where did you go?
We were just talking about McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Sorry. I zoned out when he started talking about McDonald's. I was too busy reading the upcoming question.
Shut up.
But,
This isn't
yes.
scripted. What are you talking about?
Our questions are scripted.
The questions are always scripted.
Oh, I
we don't
see,
know
okay.
how you're going to answer.
Ah,
we
I
don't know
see,
that.
That's you.
We could go into a
Isn't-
spiel about A&W
But-
or McDonald's for
Yeah.
all we know.
We
Yeah,
are,
okay,
yeah.
but my standard fast food order at A&W, not a family member, the double matzo burger with
Maybe that is
fries.
a family member.
What is that burger? Describe
How-
it to those uninitiated.
I believe there's some mozzarella cheese on it.
Nice.
That's
Great. We love that.
That's about as far as I read.
Well, it's better than that.
because-
So far, it's better than Aline's A&W order.
What was it?
She had the Beyond Meat.
Oh, she did, and she didn't. She's not even vegan. She was just like, I just like the taste of it.
Yeah,
I
so
was like, okay.
that's your main. Drinking sides, what we talking?
I used to be a huge root beer fan.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, these days, I don't know. There's just something about the taste of it. It doesn't feel right. I'll still take it if there's no Coca-Cola or Pepsi available.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Yeah.
So that's a good call. And your side?
Fries.
Fries.
A&W fries are some of the best fries I've ever had. If you get them on a good day,
Yeah.
like aside from like actual expensive
The
restaurants.
fries are good. The fries are good. I'll give you that. I think that's solidly above Aline's order so far.
Yes, I would have to agree.
So on our
with that.
leaderboard, you are first at the moment, sir.
Yeah,
For
first out of
A&W
all the
orders?
guests. We've got to have, like
Just
the
in-
Top Gear
Just in the
leaderboard.
leaderboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you like slap a thing on like this metal, the magnet on the metal. Do you remember that? That's what we need to do. You need to have a leaderboard of A&W orders, not A&W
Might
orders,
be
just
digital,
fast food.
though. Yeah.
I think we
Might
can
have to
put
do
it right there on that wall right next to us there.
Yeah, we might have to do that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Cool. The next question I've got for you is...
I've just read this and it is... Enjoy, son.
How long would you last if you're only able to consume horse semen? Every day you survive, you get 100 grand.
Horse semen?
Yep. That's all you're allowed.
Took me a moment there. I wasn't prepared to hear that.
Yep.
Neither was I when I was reading it, my friend.
How many days do you reckon you can go just drinking horse semen?
100 grand a day.
Yep.
How much? Like,
well, it's what you got to survive.
can I have water?
Nope.
I need my water. I don't even think I'd...
Nope.
Maybe I'd last 24 hours.
Horse semen's got water in it.
I don't know how
Have you done
hydrating
your
it is,
research?
though.
Well, semen's got water in it. It's liquid, isn't it? It comes from the body.
So
Jesus,
you have
okay.
done your... Yeah, so
I did
Let
not
me.
come
Let
up
me.
with these
We're going to
questions,
research the
FYI.
ingredients in horse semen
I
now.
did not come up with these questions for the listeners. Don't
Horse
cancel me
semen.
right now, please.
yeah, but if... Otherwise, what, the
Ingredients.
podcast would just be Tron?
That would be a great podcast, don't go lie.
No, it wouldn't.
That I think you'd get copywritten.
It wouldn't get.
What do you mean?
I think you get a
The
copyright. I think
biochemistry of stallion semen.
I'm
Here
so
we go.
excited.
From the public medical thing, come on, load. .ncb.nlm.nih.gov. Don't know where that's from. National Library of Medicine, US.
Of course it is. Yeah. Of course they've researched this.
Oh yeah.
Stallion semen has several chemical characteristics not commonly encountered in other animals. It contains very little fructose, and spermatozoa possess only limited fructolytic ability under anaerobic conditions. I believe there is glucose in there, so you could live with that. Let me just... Yeah, it didn't say if there's water in there. Does horse semen have water?
Yeah.
You're not having to milk the horse yourself.
Oh, thank God. Do I get extra if I do?
Oh, that's a good shout. Are we giving him extra if he does? 150 grand if you milk the horse yourself.
All right. That 50 grand, that'll buy me a week's worth of A&W.
Here we go.
So how expensive A&W is these days with inflation?
No, it's pretty good price actually. I would just eat a lot of it.
Okay.
I'd have to get the taste of horse semen out of my mouth. So
That's very true. Afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of water in there.
yeah,
So
but
it's 45 to 75 parts glucose, 2.5 to 5.5 parts of disaccharide, 1.5 to 3.5 parts of raffinose, 0.4 to 0.8 parts of sodium citrate, 0.5 to 0.9 parts of potassium citrate, 9.5 to 9.6 parts of heapies, and 1,000 parts of water.
what was that?
What is
Heapies.
heapies? And I do apologise if there was a noise. I just keep on dropping my mic.
Careful, John. Heapies. Let's Google what
There we
heapies is.
Yeah, are you sure that wasn't pronounced herpes?
No, it's not herpes.
Are you sure? Because that might lower the
At
amount I'll
biological
survive.
pH, the molecule is Zwitterionic, and is effective as a buffer. I think it's just to make sure it's not too acidic or too alkaline.
So it's like a perfect 7 across the board there. Maybe
Between
7.
6.8 to 8.2.
6 points. So that means you could potentially swim in it.
Yeah.
You could just use
Swimming
it.
horse cum.
Well, you want your pool to be around between like 7 and 7.5 on the pH scale. Ideally 7.2, 7.3.
You two have completely lost me in this conversation.
So-
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Back to the question.
This
How
is
many
gone-
days can you drink horse cum in a row?
We've
and
gone on a
nothing else?
massive tangent there, just researching the ingredients.
No, I think this makes for great material. Unlike horse semen. How?
I reckon
don't know.
I could go 2 days and that'd be it.
I'm not even going to try, because my OnlyFans with my feet pics is going great right now, so I don't need the money.
Yeah, but think of the plastic surgery you could get on your toes with 150 grand.
They're great
Think
how
how
they
you
are.
could modify your...
No,
You could get it bleached, Theo.
the fans enjoy them how they are right now, so we're just
Yeah,
going to
but
leave
you
them
could
how
go to
they are.
make pussy content as well.
No, I don't want to do that. I'm just happy with my own content currently.
Fair enough.
What about you, Sam?
Yeah,
days?
I'd have to say 1 or 2 days. I'm wondering how long a human could actually survive just eating that. It doesn't sound like
Yeah.
there's any vitamins in it.
I'm
No,
hoping
there is.
there's been no prior research.
I reckon you could do a week. Because you've got the basic sugar and salt and water in there.
Yeah, but have you seen how skinny I am? My body's just taking as many vitamins from what I eat as it can.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon you do a week before you start encountering some serious complications.
All right, maybe you could do a week, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking a day or two because cash out while I'm ahead.
Fair enough. I'm not doing a week. I think a person if pushed to that's all they could actually obtain to eat.
You know, there's horses all around town. I'm sure we could just
someone and try it.
Or we could just volunteer. I'm sure they kind
I ain't
of.
volunteering. Nah.
I'll do it for $50,000.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Cool. Our next question is: what achievement that you've achieved means the most to you?
Finally, a wholesome question. Finally.
In elementary school, when I graduated, so you know how whenever you graduate, they give out like the principal list award, like for, you know, if you got above 90%, they give out all like the meaningful awards. Well, and when I graduated elementary school, so this was like grade 6, I was probably 12, 13. They gave out to everyone who did not get a meaningful award, kind of just the teachers made up their own.
Yeah.
For instance, mine was most comfortable award because I wore a sweatshirt every day. Did not matter the temperature. So I'd have to say that's the most meaningful award I've ever gotten.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah,
It's very wholesome.
How about you, Tron?
We've answered this one on the pod.
Yeah, we
before.
have
have
answered
you?
this one. I was a top goal scorer in my elementary school, as you would call it, primary school.
Yeah.
Mainly because we played against children who couldn't play football, and also because I got the majority of those goals in one game, 5 of them. So I got 8 goals in 9 games, and I got 5 of those goals in one game. So majority of the games I did absolutely nothing, and was a liability. But it was a great achievement. So there we go.
Yeah.
Now I have to ask Tom, how about you?
My one was Instructor of the Year for the CSIA. That was
They don't make him flex, yeah.
I don't know if either of those compete with mine.
I don't know, yeah. I think his top goal scorer one comes close.
It does,
Yes,
it does.
Yeah.
But
Now the next question I've got is, in Toy Story, do you think the sex toys come alive?
well, I mean, we're halfway there with the Barbie doll with the fish hook guy. I mean, that's a hooker.
Yeah.
You know, you guys have seen that, right? Like it's got like the Barbie legs, and it's just like I think it was Sid who made it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the big sort of long legs. I think it's skin color all the way up, with the fishing rod.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's just a hooker
But
right
do you
there.
think
so-
dildos come alive and start wobbling?
Well, I mean,
Or like an octopus sex toy?
an octopus. Wow. Okay, depends on how close you are getting. Could a child play with it, pretending like it's something other than what it is?
Does it have to be child's toys that come alive? Because we saw the collector. Was it the first Toy Story, where Woody comes across where he finds what's her face?
Yeah, the guy like paints him over and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I can't remember what happens in Toy Story. I just know that Lotso, the hugging bear, gave me nightmares after Toy Story
Yeah,
3.
that's fair.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Think how even scarier that would be if it wasn't a bear, it was a dildo.
How would it hug?
I would have been scarred. I'm scarred. I would have been even more scarred.
So how does it work in Toy Story? Do they come alive when they're being seen?
When they're not being seen.
So yeah, exactly. Yeah,
if
sorry.
Andy's here and they'll go,
So do you think they come inside? Sorry. Do you think they? do you think they?
Content.
Do you think they come alive while they are just not being seen?
yeah.
So what if she's got her eyes closed?
No, that's different.
That's different.
That's different, I think.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's when they're not there.
But I'm not sure because
If she was asleep, that'd be different.
what defines a toy in this sense? Because
Ooh.
like I've got tools. Like I went to school
You
for
got
auto.
tools.
I've got tools, Theo. I went to school for auto mechanics. Like I might call some of my tools like wrenches, that type of stuff. I might call them toys. Like if you know what I mean. So is a toy? What is the intention of a
An
toy?
object for a child to play with, typically a model or miniature replica something.
Miniature
or-
replica. Okay, so
Yeah, or denoting a diminutive breed. No, don't. That's not what we need.
It's not.
Yeah. So it says for a child to play with, but then a sex toy. It's got toy in the name.
that's true. That's true. I maybe they would come alive.
Yeah. If so, what
Sex
they doing?
dolls, definitely.
Sex dolls would.
Definitely they do.
That'd be scary.
I've seen a comic about that. I'm not sure though if if it was a full-on octopus, not just a tentacle, I think it would. I think it definitely would, and it'd have some very interesting things to say. However, I'm not sure if the basic just dildo, vibrator, I don't think those would come alive, because
Fair enough.
how would they speak? From what I understand, the toys do not.
I reckon it'd be
They
like an
speak-
elephant. So you know how an elephant's mouth is kind of at the base of its trunk?
Okay, yeah.
that's how
So
it
it wouldn't be standing up like erect right into the air. It would be kind of
Kind of be
leaning
flopping around a
forwards.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if I remember
Or
right,
speaking at the
sorry,
I can't say that. That's a very incorrect term. The piss hole.
the pistol. Yeah.
That's being bleeped.
That is.
Oh, wouldn't that be the eye?
Pardon?
I think I'm making up a word out of.
Or maybe he's wearing the helmet.
The hell exactly.
helmet
It's
is his
army.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm
soldier.
very lost again.
We're talking about the anatomy of a dildo.
I know. I'm just listening at this point, but I'm sorry I'm not really contributing to this part. But yes, I'm just listening to you guys just absolutely waffle, and it's great fun. So I'm hoping you listeners are loving this waffle right now.
Yeah. The other question I've got for you
All right.
is, where do you want to be in 5 years' time?
I've got
Probably
an extra question for
probably
you, by the way.
Tofino
Fair enough.
or somewhere.
Doing what?
Yeah, doing what?
Well, right now I'm in maintenance, and honestly, I really like it. I'm planning on doing a 6-month course to get my engineering. What is it? 5th class engineering certificate, and that will grant me the ability to make more money, basically.
Fair enough.
And also get like a job in a hotel or doing whatever for maintenance anywhere in Europe, Australia, North America, because all these places recognize this course in Alberta.
enough.
So, yeah, probably just somewhere. Honestly, I don't even know how long I'm here for.
Somewhere doing maintenance.
Somewhere doing, well, if you say it like that.
Well, I intend
Yeah.
in 5 years' time to be somewhere doing skiing still. So
Yeah, okay.
that's-
All right.
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
happy if I'm just still here. I'm gonna lie.
Trod.
Yeah.
Trod.
Oh, you have a
Still-
history here. You came here as a child.
That's what I mean in general. Just still here.
Oh, I thought you meant you were
Oh, God.
I'm
what you-
sorry, listeners, if I just heartbroke you there for a sec. But
What you really mean is still here on this couch doing this podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where you see
podcast will live
yourself.
on. 5 years' time, this podcast is going to be the biggest podcast in Alberta, not just Banff.
On the
Oh, wow.
5 years from this podcast, you have to skip it. Skip a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, just call back.
And we'll just play this episode again.
Oh yeah, exactly. Just don't even say anything about it up
I think
until
we should
this
just
point.
start doing that. Just recycle material. So
We've got
instead of
4
just
episodes. We
recording,
can't do that.
You just recycle.
Next episode's going to be best of.
Best of
Yeah,
the first
the-
4.
Yeah. we'll
It's
just
gonna
carry
be
on doing
a 10
best
minute
of,
episode.
and it will just be us saying some random stuff,
It's just going to be all the worst things I can find.
which is quite a few.
Yeah.
I've got an extra question for you. Sorry, we're just
Go for
gonna
it. Go for it.
not deal with the list for a sec.
Oh,
So
God.
Sam claims to be a fish and chip connoisseur, and being British and living right next to the sea, I wholeheartedly disagree with everything he has to say to do with fish and chips, and he is totally wrong. Okay, he doesn't understand eating fish and chips out of like not paper bag. That'd be very weird. Out of a newspaper.
I've done that.
Yeah, but you haven't. Have you done it with seagulls dive bombing you on Brighton Pier? Okay, have you done
Not
that?
Brighton Pier.
Exactly. Okay, so
I think Tron's being elitist here.
I think he is classic Brit.
I want you to rate the best fish and chips you've ever had out of 10, and I want you to give me the reasons why.
Where was it from, firstly?
Exactly.
I believe because I've been here in Banff for 3 months.
3 months too long.
Yeah,
already.
No, it's great. Come out here. We need more housekeepers. I believe some of the best fish and chips I've had here. Am I allowed to name a restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It was either Tommy's or Elkin Oarsman. I forget which place it was. Before what was first for a long time was a place in Montreal called Brits and Chips.
That's a great name.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
great
come
name.
any place named that. Yeah,
Already number 1 in my book.
yeah. However, I have never been to the UK. I've been to Ireland, and I spent about a week straight eating fish and chips for 3 meals a day.
What, breakfast?
Yeah,
Fish and chip breakfast?
yeah, lunch and dinner.
Oh, wow.
What you
Commitment
really
to
need to
cause.
experience is you want to go to a town centre in the UK, find the grottiest, dingiest looking chip shop you've got there, and it's going to sell kebabs as well, and pies.
And the challenge is to eat it without getting food poisoning.
No, it's
That's
just
one
good.
challenge.
Yeah, it's one challenge. No, the kebab without getting food poisoning.
Yes.
The fish will be right.
The fish will be fine because they actually know
The
how to
fish
cook
goes in the
fish.
fryer.
Yeah, you
The
can't
kebab
really
is
mess
just
that up.
it's just a pillar of meat that spins.
Yeah.
It's constantly being cooked.
Yeah,
Bacteria can't grow if it's being cooked.
yeah.
Oh, somehow it does. Don't
Yeah,
you worry,
yeah,
it
no,
does.
it's not the bacteria you have to worry
I
about.
think it's more. It's not normally food poisoning. It's that you've just eaten a fat, huge, greasy kebab after sinking too many pints, and you end up throwing it up anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's the best fish and chips you'll ever eat.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll have to keep that in mind if I ever have the displeasure of going to the UK.
You want to go to Grimsby?
Oh, yes, you want to go to Grimsby.
Grimsby, get the fish and chips in Grimsby.
Just enjoy Grimsby. The atmosphere is incredible. It's a great place to be.
Yeah.
Sorry to any Grimsby listeners we have. I doubt there will be any.
The next
Not
question
yet, there
I've
won't
got.
be. 5 years there might be when you replay this
I'm
episode.
Oh, we've
sorry
got
to
listeners
Grimsby
from many
people
more
in 5 years.
countries
In.
as well.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we're up to 13 different countries now.
Oh my lord! I'm sorry for all you different countries for having to put up with us.
Yeah. Oh, well. The last question I've got for you, Sam, is why is it generally an established practice for societies to prioritise saving children from disasters and war when adults, especially those with an education and or sought after skills, are much harder to replace than a young unskilled child?
What a political question.
Well, I
have a big no comment on this.
No, I want to hear your opinion.
No,
first.
But
I'm
I do
gonna answer
understand
this.
your statement. However, I love backing the charity Save the Children, so I'm going to save the children
But why?
because they're the future, man.
well, that's your answer.
Children
right
of the
there.
future, but without those people, without those people being the skilled people there, able to keep looking after them, there still is no
Yes.
future for them.
But how did the people who are skilled become skilled in the first place? Like, eventually somebody's just got to decide, I'm just going to teach myself. And that's how they became skilled and able so they could then teach the other people, right? So it's got to happen. You're going to get some 9-year-old genius who's going to teach everybody and life will be fine.
Teach them what? Because he's not learnt it.
He's just going to figure it out. He's going to keep on trying until he figures stuff out. You know?
You can't just figure out 5 centuries of, say, carpentry. You'll do pretty well if you teach yourself and you're really skilled. You'll do really well compared to someone who.
I just like saving kids, bro. Okay?
Oh, of course, save the kids. Like that's the
Okay.
obvious
But
answer.
We're not
there,
going to
but-
get this deep.
Why?
I just.
Tron loves kids.
He does.
I mean that nicely. I just do. They're nice people.
I mean, a lot of them aren't. But
They're the future of society, man.
well, no, I mean,
Aren't we still the future? I've
Yes,
still
we
got,
are.
what, 40 years at least of giving work to society. I mean,
Yes.
my work isn't exactly the most useful to society, but
Nice.
In
but
40
we do it
years-
anyways.
yeah.
And we love doing it.
in 40 years, the retirement age is going to be about 75.
Yeah, but I've killed my body as 40 years as a ski instructor, so I
Sam,
won't be able to work.
You've got to answer the question because I'm just here as a host, and somehow I ended up answering the question and biting the bullet. You got to answer.
Well, you got to look at it as a survival of the species type thing.
Yeah.
Let's look back, and politics aside here, I don't even know if it counts as politics, but I'm sure you'll understand what I'm about to say. Historically, it's been women and children first, because children are, like you guys have just said, they are the future. They are the people who can provide in 10, 20, 30 years. They are the ones who will continue it on, whether the children are male or female. And women, they will be able to provide children. Yeah, I almost didn't want to say that. Thanks for filling that in. But as a survival of the species type thing.
Yeah, I suppose it also comes down to that one dude can father an infinite amount of kids.
Yeah.
For the species survival thing.
But the children also, it's a very old-fashioned thing, and I don't know if it really applies these days for the woman's part. The children are still, what we've just said. But the woman historically, say, 100 years ago, they would have been the caretakers of the kids.
Yeah.
Which the kids might not have survived without the woman.
That's true. I suppose it also comes back to maybe in the disaster you leave the people who historically were more likely to be there and deal with the disaster at hand, which, looking back, again, was the dudes. and you shipped everyone else off out the way, and they were going to either, if it was, say, back in the 1500s, you had an invading army coming through, well, the dudes sat behind it, and the dudes were the ones who dealt with it, if they could, and if there was an earthquake, or, well, not really an earthquake, I'm trying to think, there was a flood, you might leave the guys behind to fix things up, and then the women and the children can come back when things are safe again, or something like that. But yeah, cool. Now we move on to Dumb Tourist of the Week.
Yes, we do. Section. Yes, we do. I'm trying to think if I have any nominations
for this week. I've got a nomination. Have you got any nominations for Dumb Tourist of the Week, Sam?
You guys go first. I got to think about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't think I have any. Anyway, you go ahead.
I've got one. It was a lady who came into the shop. And have you ever been in our shop, Tron?
No, but I'm planning to. I will just randomly walk in and hope that you're working, and then just be a nuisance for about half an hour.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Work every day.
We've got a big wall of key rings. A big wall of key rings.
How big is this wall? How big are we talking?
Like 6 foot high, about 6 foot across.
Can you say that in like proper measurements?
2 meters by 2 meters.
Okay.
Peter Crouch by Peter Crouch.
Sounds good.
For our UK listeners.
About 6 of my penis by about 6 of my penis.
Also for our UK listeners. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. We've got this big wall of key rings. It's fairly easy to see from anywhere in the store, but this lady comes straight in, straight through the side door and straight to the front counter and says, "Have you got any key rings?" I go, "Yes, they're all over there." If she'd spent any more than 2 seconds walking directly to the counter, she would have seen them for herself. And she goes, "How much are the key rings?" It's like, the price is all on the key rings. But she said, "Yes, but how much are they? Well, they change in price. Some of them are this much, and some of them are more expensive than others." And then she ended up she ended up then asking me about car parking fees. She ended up, what else did she do? She ended up asking me what size the t-shirts were, and if it said small on the t-shirt, was it a small size t-shirt? Yes.
That's why it says small on the t-shirt. You flipping.
She also then held up a keyring in front of me and asked me if it was a keyring. So, it looks like a keyring to me.
Yeah, if it looks like a keyring, it probably is a keyring.
Yeah.
Little cheat code for you. I've just thought of mine, by the way. So in the hotel that I work in, we have tour groups that come, and there was a shouting match at the front desk as this lady had the wrong ID for what she'd booked. We think she'd been blacklisted from the hotel.
How did you get blacklisted from the hotel?
You're about to find out, because she was a menace. But anyways, she was moaning about how they wanted ID and credit card. And what do you do when you check in the hotel? You got to ID you to make sure you say who you are, who you say you are, and you've actually got to pay for the hotel, right? Even if you are a tour group person, you still got to pay. So there she was, but bear in mind, she's a tour group leader. She isn't just on the tour group. She's like the person who runs it. Okay. So she checks into her room, and me and my co-worker, we go in, as she has complained about black stuff all in her sink and it won't drain. So you went into the room, and the sink is just full of soapy water. There's no black stuff, and the plug was down, so we just put the plug up and the sink drained. We were like, great. So obviously tourists don't know how to use plugs, apparently. And then we told her it was fixed, and she was just like, did you see the view that I have? Absolute arseholes. She's talking to the front desk. And I went over to the front desk just like, she doesn't need a view. She's a tour group manager. Why should she get a good room? Like, it's her guests should get a good room. It doesn't matter for her. If you want a view, just walk outside.
Yeah.
Instead of being a weird person who has deliberately put their plug down and not realised how they open up a plug and claim their sink was blocked and there's black stuff in it, when there's not black stuff in your sink. I don't know where you've got that from. Absolute idiot. Anyways, Sam, do you have any?
It's not going to be
felt like therapy, by the way.
Yeah, I bet. It's not going to be as good as either of your guys's, but... So, in maintenance, I manage the pools.
Yep.
So, which includes, I got to do a check in the morning and a check in the evening, around 4. So, a bit of context here. For the pools, we have a hot tub, a warm pool, and a regular pool. The hot tub obviously has jets, like a regular jacuzzi. You know, you push a button on the wall, the jets come on for 10 minutes. On the other side of the wall, which it's a bit of a dumb placement, I'll give you that. It's near the warm pool. It's emergency shutoff.
Yep.
for the jets, the hot tub, and I think it shuts off the lights and jets for all the other pools, as you might need to do in an emergency. It's clearly an emergency button. It's big, it's red, and it's like it looks like your standard emergency button that you might find on any.
Button.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
It's a button you don't want to have to press.
Yes.
It opens the ceiling and drops the restaurant into the pool.
Yes.
And it says emergency jacuzzi, emergency stop.
Read.
Exactly. I have had several guests ask, "Is this the button for the warm pool jets?" And I've said no, it doesn't have jets. That's the button for the emergency to shut everything off for 10 minutes. So the other day, I think it was yesterday at 4 p.m., I was late. I was running late. I had a lot of stuff to do. I walk in there. I'm new. I have not encountered this before. I walk in there, and there's siren, alarms and red lights everywhere. I walk in further. I see that all the pumps are off, and I just see I see a red light that says emergency on it. So I immediately call my boss because...
Uh-oh.
Exactly. I haven't encountered this before. And I call him, and within 5 seconds of him answering, the light shuts off and everything goes back to normal. So I guess someone hit that button, then had to do the walk of shame, while everyone else in the pool immediately lost all of their jets, all of the lights and everything. I really hope that they just walked right out of the pool after hitting that button.
Fair enough.
That is my tourist of the week story. I do not get many in maintenance.
Fair
Not
enough.
yet, I don't.
I can imagine maintenance is a...
Very maintenance heavy job.
It's a pretty high maintenance job, yeah.
High maintenance, yeah. I couldn't quite get the joke out. You got it for me.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh God, my brain isn't working today, ladies and gentlemen.
But
it will be working later on my section when we get to it.
Which one of those stories is winning?
I say we get people to call in and let us know.
There's going to be a poll underneath this podcast.
Yes, that's what we do.
Yeah.
I do like Sam's, as he is the guest. Maybe vote.
Speaking of listenership, we are going to just go through the new countries that we're being listened to and go through the poll results of our little competition between me, you and Aline last week. Where is it?
Has our audience decreased by a lot, by the looks of it?
No.
Is it still going?
Our audience is on the up.
What is the audience?
So we have an audience size of 41 for the last 7 days.
That's how many people have seen all of the episodes.
That's
Or
how
like-
many people have listened to an episode of it.
Exactly. So yeah, like if the same person listens to all the episodes, that's like 3 or 4
How many,
views.
do we have any reviews?
That's one listener, that's different devices, but our views is different.
Do we have any reviews?
No reviews as of yet that I can read, but if you want to review the episodes, there's a button underneath every episode where you can review them there.
Oh,
But,
on Spotify too.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I've only reviewed the podcast itself, but I didn't
No.
know you could do the episodes.
Yeah, you can do that. The episodes too. And on our poll, Aline got 1 vote, which I believe was herself, and I got 4 votes for the who had the better draft pick of the drinks, and Tron, you got 0, sadly.
Of course I got 0. I thought mine was good.
So currently in all polls, it's me 2-0 in the lead.
Nice.
Guests on 0, Tron on 0.
I'm going to stay on 0.
Didn't I say a drink for that? I was kind of in. I was watching it live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, did I not get put on the poll?
No, you
No,
didn't.
I don't
Oh.
think so.
Sadly, you weren't.
Damn.
You weren't part of the tomntron cinematic universe just yet.
Am
But
I
now?
now?
You are.
Now you've been introduced.
What's my
You've been introduced.
superhero alter ego?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maintenance man.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
fix anything in the blink of an eye,
You're like fix it
excluding
Felix
my
from
marriage.
Wreck-It Ralph. That's who you are.
Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
why
doesn't-
do I fix everything
Are
I
they listening?
touch?
DreamWorks maybe?
Okay.
I don't know. I've
Good.
never watched it.
No, save yourself.
No, it's pretty good.
Fair enough.
actually.
Fair enough. Cool. Well, that brings us to the end of the first segment. We will be back after a word from our sponsors.
Are you feeling sad? Are you trying to process some challenging events in your life? Do you want someone to laugh at you and not give a fuck? We at Never Help have never helped anyone with their mental health, and are the perfect people for you to call to be laughed at. There is no confidentiality. We will tell everyone we know about what a loser you are. Contact us at we had some great reviews about the rap or crap. That will be coming.
Shout out to you, little Ed Copson.
That will be coming back for when we have some guests on the episode in future episodes. But currently, we're going to be doing a Guess the Real Sports Team round. Not quite as fun as rap or crap, but some of them are quite humorous. So, we all know how this works. You might not, Sam, but Tom does.
I can guess.
I'm going to read out a name of a possible sports team. You're going to tell me if it's made up by me or if it's a real sports team. Majority of these are in America, so
are they
take from that
based?
what you want.
Are they just across every sport?
Every sport.
Are we going to hear some weird sports like a bocce ball team?
Some of these I don't actually know what sport they're from.
Oh, that's good.
Some of them I do. But we're going to start with, on a high note, Sacramento Bulls.
That sounds
team.
real.
And the Bulls is spelled as in a bull, not like
yeah,
a
B-A-L-L-S.
cow bull, like a
Bulls.
like a BALLS, like
That's
a bull.
that's real. That's got to be real.
You think it is?
I
think
think
that's
it's
real.
fake.
It is fake. Well
Oh,
done.
Damn.
Okay, the next one is Rockford Ice Hogs.
That's got to be real. You're not that
Yeah, I
creative.
think that's real.
Yeah, that is a real one.
Yep.
Then we have the Montgomery Biscuits. Personal favourite of mine.
Can you tell us what sport these are after?
I can afterwards, yes, I can
Oh,
afterwards.
awesome,
Right now I
awesome.
can't because you'll notice a theme if I tell you the
Oh, I
sports.
see. I see.
Yes.
I'm gonna say.
Montgomery Biscuits.
Biscuit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess they play ice hockey, and they're real.
Okay.
I don't even know where Montgomery is.
Neither.
I only recognize the name from The Simpsons,
Okay.
so I'm gonna go real.
They are real. Okay.
Do they play ice hockey?
No, they actually play baseball.
Oh,
Oh,
Syracuse Crunch.
fake. That sounds like a cereal.
that's false.
It is true. It's
Whoa.
another ice hockey team. And we have the Penticton Pencils.
Penticton Pencils. That's gotta be real.
Fake. Unless they're a diving team, in which
It-
case it's real.
If they're a diving team that is elite, it's fake. I wish it was real. That'd be a lovely team. Oh my god, I can't read my handwriting, but that's okay. The next one are the Modesto Nuts.
Well, we've already had balls, and that was fake, so I'm going with real.
You're going real with the Modesto Nuts.
I'm going with real as well.
Okay, we love them. Now, my personal
Wait,
favourite.
They're real or fake?
yeah.
They were real.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah.
I got a little bit ahead of myself reading the next one. My personal favourite, the Worcester Railers.
Fake.
What a lovely team the Worcester Railers
That's-
are.
There's no Worcester in the US. They won't be able to pronounce it properly.
Worcester Railers.
False.
It's a real team. It's a lovely hockey team from the United States of America. Yeah. Now we have the Nebraska Newts.
I feel like I've heard of them before. Real.
Nebraska's a state, though. Would they really call their
Oh,
So then
that's
you have like
Newts?
Colorado Avalanche and like Florida Panthers. And those are actual teams, of course.
Yeah, but that's a
So
kind
Nebraska
of that's
Newts.
a big event. Like an avalanche is a big event, or a panther's a
So it
top
makes
predator.
them the-
Yeah, but
the
it's probably
state
their like
players.
national animal or
But a
something.
newt is just fucking.
If that's your state animal,
I'm going
you have
false.
problems. Opinions, Sam?
Real.
It is false. Lovely. We have the Binghamton Leaping Frogs.
That's got to be real, because there's no way you'd make up something as ridiculous as that and expect us to believe it.
No, son.
That's real.
It's fake.
No, I wanted a
He
jersey
did.
from the Big
He
Hampton.
did make up
I
something.
feel like we have to make the Binghamton Leaping Frogs.
Yeah.
You will know this one, so Sam's going to answer this one first. Because you already know if it's real or fake.
I'm gonna just stare at your face.
Hashtag United.
What, the airline?
Just hashtag United.
Is it spelt like? Is the word?
Hashtag.
Is it
United.
the symbol or?
It's the word hashtag.
Okay, that's got to be real.
Mm-hmm.
Because you said he's gonna know it.
Yeah, to Tom will know. I did kind of give it away, but I didn't want him to answer first. So
It does. Is it any relation to the airline? United
No,
Airlines?
no.
No.
United is so in the UK. There's a few words that go after your city, your town area. That for a football team, you've got City. So Manchester City, Leicester City. What other cities are there? Luton. Then there's
no,
Luton
Luton.
Town.
it's a town.
I've heard of
Huddersfield
Luton Airport.
Town.
Yeah, Huddersfield.
But Norwich
then-
City's another
Yeah,
city.
then you've just got United as well. So
Yeah,
Manchester United,
West
Leeds
Ham
United, West Ham
Newcastle
United.
United.
So that's like.
And you've got
larger than
Albion
the
as
city.
well, so
Albion's
Brighton of
one of
Albion,
them.
West Bromwich Albion.
You've got Rovers, Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah. So there's like set loads of Wanderers as well. Wolverhampton Wanderers, Bolton Wanderers. So basically, it's like a name that you put after your team. So United's meant to be like you. Usually, it happens when two teams are separate and they become one. So now they're united.
So the name, hashtag has nothing to do with like the symbol hashtag.
Their logo is a hashtag.
It's because they were started by a bunch of YouTubers.
Yeah,
Was
so that's
it?
why they called it.
I don't know if you're bullshitting.
No,
or
it's for real. It's for
They're
real.
in National League now.
Yeah, they're actually doing pretty well. Yeah, they just signed a new guy. I'm pretty sure I just saw.
If you've got the other football team, I think you might have on here.
I don't have many more football teams. We have up next the New York Orangutans.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna go false.
It is false. Now we have my personal favourite, the French Croissants.
That's false.
Le Croissant.
Croissant.
What do we think of the French Croissants? What?
That's
Sorry, you just tapped me.
Oh, sorry. That's the French croissant is fake.
I wish it was real, but obviously it's fake. My final one is the Axar. Oh, sorry, you didn't even answer.
I didn't. I was gonna say
But
fake.
we obviously
though.
knew it was fake.
Yeah.
Final one.
Yeah, but then we got another section of something else.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom's just added one to this. We have to add that one in. Okay, the final one from me, because Tom's just added one in, which I'm now going to do, are the Axar Ben Knights.
Axar Ben Knights.
Knights as in like KNIGHT?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Real.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I said yeah before. But the Axar is Nebraska backwards because the Calgary Flames organization were trying to be fun when they did it. But realistically, it just sounds weird.
I thought this was going to be a UK thing. Honestly.
No,
For the,
no.
like Knights.
We gotta
The
be
UK
international.
ones, our teams are pretty boring.
And now my favourite one is the BSC Young Boys.
Real.
Oh, no, they're real.
The Young Boys are very much real. Okay.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Shout out to the young boys
Yeah.
listening to this.
There are lots of Young Boys fans. So now we're gonna get on to a slight variation of the rap or crap. This time we have rappers or crappers. Okay. So great alliteration. Oh, it's not even alliteration. I don't even know what that is. Yes.
Rhyming.
I need to go back to
That was
school.
not on purpose.
So now it's the same drill as last time. I don't even need to explain it. We're gonna go straight in with Lil Bow Wow.
Real.
Little Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow.
That's got to be real.
It is a
I
real
feel like
rapper.
most of these are going to be real.
Next one we have Lil Croc.
That's
Fake.
real.
It's a big fake one.
Oh,
We've got Bob Blinger.
that's real.
I was really excited. I thought you were going to say Bob the Builder.
Oh no.
He does.
He does.
He
spit some
does,
bars.
yeah.
Selfish cardboard box.
But we know he's a real rapper already. So you already be like he's a real rapper. So we don't.
That's
you don't
true.
think-
That's true.
Bob's Blinger. Well, Bob Blinger, I should say. That's right. Remember I right.
Real.
He's real.
Yeah, real.
He's fake, sadly. I wish he was real. Lil Scrappy.
That's real.
That's real.
That is real. Well done. Big Boy
real.
with an I.
Of course, yeah, it has the
Yes.
eye. Fake.
It's real.
Oh.
Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
That's
There is some we love rap.
Can you
stuff.
say that again?
Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Can you say it like you're announcing it to a crowd?
And welcome to our concert with Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Yeah, that's real.
That's not gonna be how they announce it. How are they gonna announce it? It's a hip hop announcer, isn't it? Come on.
Yeah, it's not talky. It's not a sport.
Welcome to the concert, bro. And today we have Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
You're not announcing
Give it
for a
up
yacht
for
rock.
Del the Homo Sapien. Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
There we
No, he's
go.
not a UFC fighter, is he?
No, he's not.
Imagine-
Bruce
imagine-
Buffer.
imagine the
Fighting out of the red corner. Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
You'd win.
You're the record of 12 and 0, fighting out of
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Del the Funky Homo. Okay, opinions. What do you think he is?
Real.
Real.
He is real.
We're gonna.
Yes.
We're gonna
Shout out to him.
pause.
I want
We're
to.
gonna play some Del the Funky. Maybe we're not. Gonna
Is
play
this
it.
monetized?
It's Spotify, so we can do what we want.
Alright.
Del the Funky.
If we get copyrighted, I'm blaming it on you.
Yeah, I tried to protect you there. Alright, what's the next one?
Actually, it's
He's
attached
an
to
American
a Spotify
rapper.
account.
I just want to do some research on him.
Yeah, we don't need to play his music. We just need to do some research. He's also the very famous brother of somebody as well. What? Look at him. He's also the very famous brother of somebody. Click on him. Click on him. You'll see who his brother is.
Homo sapien.
Yeah, just about.
He's a very famous brother.
Very famous brother.
See, read the second. People also ask.
Where? People... He's Ice Cube's cousin.
He is
Is
Ice
he really?
Cube's cousin, yes. Del the
That's a
Funky
name
Homo
I
Sapien and
recognise.
Ice Cube. Yes, because he's in, what is it, 21 Jump Street. So, the next one is Exhibit, but spelt Xzibit.
X.
You wouldn't make that up. That's real.
Xzibit.
That's real.
That's real.
It is real, sadly.
Yeah.
Then we have
It's not the
Jingly
right
Jangly.
Jingly jangly. Is that a Christmas rapper? Like what?
No, that would be Jingle Bingle. This is Jingly Jangly, boy.
Jingly
Okay, what do you
jangly all
think
the
of
way.
Jingly Jangly.
Real.
No, fake. Fake.
Fake. Real.
What do you think?
Real.
Fake, sadly. I
Damn.
wish it was real. Final one, we have Canal Joseph.
That's just a name.
Yeah, that's just.
Just a name.
I mean,
Canal
like, what
Joseph.
if I know a Canal Joseph?
Who
Does
raps?
I know
Do they
Canal
have
Joseph.
to rap though?
It has to be a rapper.
Can they sing
No.
in the car?
No, they have to be a rapper. Canal Joseph.
Fake. Real. Fake.
Real.
Fake.
He's a YouTuber.
Does he rap?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So am I right?
No. Yeah. What did you say?
I said fake.
Yeah, he's fake.
Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah.
He's a YouTuber. Anyways, that was Rappers or Crappers.
Name.
Yeah,
That's why I wanted to put it in.
Oh, I thought he could just
Sadio
take a name
Mane.
from anyone.
Sadio Mane. Oh jeez, I was gonna do a song, but that was Bakary Sadia's song, but I can't do that
Bakary
one.
Sanya, he plays.
No, we can't do song. We can't do that song.
Yeah, it was a weird song that.
Yeah, we can't do that one.
I got that one.
Anyways, that was the end of Rappers or Crappers. Let me know if you want any more of these. We'll probably get back to Rap or Crap pretty soon.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Hopefully.
awesome. I don't think that was a better alternative, but I feel like
It was an alternative.
it was an alternative and it was good.
That was
Hopefully.
definitely a segment.
Yes. That's
That's the
what
best thing we could say about it.
Considering I
It was
came
a
up with that
segment.
today, about 2 hours ago, I think I did a pretty good job.
That was a segment.
Yes. So ready. Are you having withdrawals from the white powder? Are you missing the slopes? Do you need to work on your edge control? Grass skiing can help with all of these. Book a lesson with one of our CGSIA certified instructors today. They will have you shredding the grass in no time. To ski fast, you train on grass. Contact us at +1 403 951 0776. That's +1 403 951 0776.
Terms and conditions apply. You must be over 13 years of age, have all your own equipment and be in good athletic shape. You'll spend more time walking than skiing. Lift ticket not included. Insurance not included. Must carry bear spray and be able to talk to moose.
Welcome back to Edge Control with special guest Sam, me. Here we have our segment, or their segment, I should say, Court of Tomntron.
Yes, we've got a juicy courtroom this week. It's a very
What I
juicy
think we need
courtroom.
to do is invest in some judges' wigs, by the way. For this
Why? It's
section.
an audio format. We could just say we're wearing
It'll
wigs.
put us in character.
We are. Here are the wigs.
I need a gravel.
Yeah, thank you for the wig.
There's a wig.
Where's my gown?
Get a
Where's my gown?
Oh,
There you go.
sorry.
Order.
That is
Order.
order in the court.
Order.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to the best segment on Spotify and wherever you get your podcast from.
Yes, Amazon Music, soon to be on Apple and Google Podcasts as well.
Exactly for weekly podcasts.
What do you mean by soon to be on Apples? Do you have to apply?
No, I just haven't sorted it out yet. Like
Yeah,
it really
yeah,
soon.
okay. Back to Court of Tomntron.
Yes.
Cool.
Sorry.
Dear Tom and Tron, on June 15th, I heard a talking device in my room and it said something somewhat quietly. I couldn't quite understand it. I jokingly texted my boyfriend that something was in my room talking to me, thinking it was just some device I might have left or something. So then we both just disregarded it and let it be. The grammar here is atrocious. Everything was fine until Sunday night when I heard something clearly say something like, "The camera connection is successful." I thought it was strange, so I started looking around and went through literally anything and everything in my room and moved my dresser forward a bit but could not find anything. I then called my boyfriend about it and he told me if I found whatever it was just to throw it away. This is atrocious writing.
We're sorry, guest. We're sorry.
So I continued my night like normal and played some games and went to bed. The next morning I wanted to watch some TV on my Roku, but apparently when I moved my dresser looking for the sound, I knocked it down, so I had to move my dresser more and look more completely behind it. I had a pile of stuffed animals leaning against the dresser, so to avoid them falling over, I moved them out of the way. But when I did, I found a home camera plugged in behind my dresser and it was on. I quickly unplugged it and called my mum, crying. She was at work. She seemed freaked out, yet somewhat calm, and told me we'd figure this out when she got home. But I had work and was going to my boyfriend's house after. So this camera was in my room for 2 weeks, and at this point I was freaked out. Nobody had been to our house in a while, and the only people in my house are my 2 brothers, mum, stepdad, and we have deadlocks on our doors, so there's no possible way of someone breaking in. It has to be one of my very own family members, and I don't know how to find out who. My boyfriend and I have the camera, but my parents are telling me to bring it back because they paid for it, and that I should just let it go because we won't find out who hid it.
They paid for the camera.
And they are setting it up in our living room because that's where it's used to be to see the front door. Fucking hell, this is atrociously written. So my parents are being really chill about this situation and aren't trying anything to find out who it was and only care about the fact they paid for it and they want it back. My boyfriend and I want to take it to the police, but my parents are telling us no. I'm afraid they will kick me out or treat me bad if we do go. I'm staying with my boyfriends because I'm terrified to go back. Someone in my house has been watching me without clothes and everything, and my guesses are it's my teen brother or stepdad, but no matter who it is, I'm pretty sure my mum is covering for them. My mum would never do something like this. What do I do?
It is clearly one of the family members. Clearly, because they bought the camera.
Yeah.
It is clearly the mom.
I think it's the stepdad.
They're both in on it.
Maybe they thought you were doing drugs.
Maybe,
but it's still weird to spy on your kids.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, go to the call the police. I don't know the age, but if they're under 18, if it's recording, that's child porn.
That's an awful one.
Yeah,
but the grammar is what really disturbs me.
Yeah, definitely
disturbing grammar.
You need to go to school.
I really understand what they were saying for a second.
Clauses, English
go to law school.
English clauses. Yes.
Look, work on your clauses in your classes.
Yes, that's exactly what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. But it is very disturbing, especially when I heard the words, my parents have paid for the camera.
Yeah, that was...
and
but could it be a camera they had paid for that had been repurposed and someone had taken and put it somewhere else?
No, because the mom would be upset about it.
Or the mum. It could have been any of them.
Yeah.
Shocked.
There are some shit moms out there. Not my mom.
Danny the hamster.
Danny the hamster. Danny the hamster.
Good job it's not Steve Jobs, the
Steve Jobs the squirrel. Chipmunk thing.
He was a chipmunk, wasn't he? He was a chipmunk.
Hybrid.
Yeah.
He was a chipmunk.
Oh, by the way, we haven't covered our hiking. I guess we have to do it on another episode.
Next episode with Ed.
Yes, there we go.
You're going to forget about it.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to Quarter Tom and Tron. Do you have any input here, Sam, apart from what you've already said?
Well, even if it's not the mom who directly did it, she clearly knew about it because... Come on, I mean, like, it was in the room, and she was so calm about it, like, oh, you got to give that to us, it's ours. Like, that's just guilty right there. If you're under 18, go to the cops.
Footage.
Maybe she's live streaming you on Twitch without you knowing.
Yes.
That's how she makes her money.
OnlyFans.
Exactly.
Or maybe she's one of those TikTok live streamers that pretend to go to sleep, and when people gift things,
they pretend to wake
noise.
up. Yeah, and then they wake up.
Maybe she's just doing this, and the noise is playing in the phone in the background, so she's just making lots of money.
Maybe she's just on a TV show.
Yeah.
Maybe she's on Love Island, but she doesn't know.
Yeah, she doesn't know she's on Love Island, but she is.
She's not on Love Island.
Yeah.
She wakes up and there's like 5 men around
Yeah.
her, just like holding flowers.
And the camera just starts saying, choose your man to go on a date with. And she's like, what?
You need to
What
couple
is
up
this?
or be dumped from the island.
Exactly.
And if she doesn't pick someone, she gets literally dumped into an ocean off the island.
The bed just turns into an ejector seat. She
Yeah,
goes
just
out
out
the
the
window
window,
of the
yeah.
ceiling. Just gone. Never
Yeah.
to be seen again. Oh dear. Go, well, what's the next one? What's the next
Good luck
lesson
to this
saying
woman.
here?
So what was our advice? If I can grow up, deal with it, and yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't know,
Sorry,
to be honest.
Could you repeat that?
What's our advice? I don't really know.
Get some grammar lessons. That's
Oh,
like-
Yes,
this
that was
one,
it.
yeah.
Learn
that-
English, please.
Yes, please learn some English before you ever write into Tom and Tron ever again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Cool.
Yeah, good luck with the situation. Though.
Yeah,
Sounds
best
bad.
of luck. Keep us updated, please.
Yes.
Dear Tom and Tron, my sister-in-law, her husband, so your brother and her wife and her child. This is a weird way of wording it. I'm not gonna lie. My brother, his wife, and their child, who's 14, are staying with me and my husband for the next week because there's a family funeral and all hotels were booked out for the Bluegrass Fest and Kane Brown concert. This is very specific. We have a big farmhouse, so it's not big.
What?
We have what?
We have a big farmhouse, so it's not big.
This is making...
We have a big farmhouse, so it's not a big deal. But
okay.
But my brother's wife is very opinionated. My brother's wife and my husband have different fathers. Oh, no, it's your husband's sister.
What the hell?
Right, I'm with you now. Right, this makes more sense. You've worded this poorly.
I have no clue what's going on. I'll just comment at the end.
I assume
my husband's half-sister, I guess, have different fathers. Her dad died from liver failure 10 years ago, and his death date just passed by not too long ago. He was a massive alcoholic, and due to this, my sister-in-law turns into a bitch whenever she sees anyone drinking, especially people in her family. Well, my husband, who isn't a big drinker, went out with his friends last night as a kind of last hoorah, because we will be celebrating welcoming our first daughter into this world in about a month, and he just wanted to celebrate his becoming of a dad. I encouraged him to go. I arranged for his Uber back home, and he came in around 11 p.m. last night. He was very drunk. He walked in the door singing Let's Stay Together by Al Green, dancing, spinning me around the living room floor in some very sloppy waltz, and laughing the whole time as he was tripping all over himself. Now, my dad is an alcoholic too, so I get it, but honestly, I was having a fucking blast with my drunk husband. My sister-in-law comes into the room and starts laying into my husband about him drinking, scribbling about how he's going to turn out just like dad, etc., etc. At this point, my husband's mood is dead. He's crying. I lost it. I told her, how can he turn out like a piece of shit when that piece of shit isn't his father? Get out of my house right now and don't ever come back. She immediately went quiet and said she couldn't take her daughter out at this time of night and that no hotels had vacancy and my husband knew better than to drink around her, and I told her that's not my problem. Leave. The whole family is pissed at me and my husband right now for both him drinking in front of my sister-in-law and me kicking them out at midnight. Did I do anything wrong?
Ooh. Yes and no.
Yeah.
You should have been more
understanding.
You shouldn't have kicked out right away.
Yeah.
But good on you for standing up for that. Cause,
hold your ground. Don't give.
Yeah. But I mean, kicking out right away when they have no place to go.
Yeah. Maybe it would have been a better idea to go, shut up, I'll speak to you in the morning.
Yeah,
something like that.
Okay, so I'm going to quote the Bible from here.
Can't wait for this.
So, what happens is when there's no room at the inn, where do they go? They go to the stable. Exactly. So there's always room at the stable.
We all know what happens at the stable.
So that's what I was going to say.
Horses
it
get
wasn't a big
milk.
quote for the Bible. I'm just saying there's always room at the stable. So,
what relevance does this have?
So, if they do get kicked out, they can go to a stable. But
exactly.
They shouldn't have been kicked out in the first place because I feel like they could have dealt with it better. Maybe give each other some time, talk about it when everyone was sober. I mean, the husband and that. But and just reconvene in the morning, you know, because there was a child. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. He was innocent.
Children
in
first.
All of this.
What? Save the children.
Save the children.
Exactly.
Okay.
Less
as long as the child is okay, there we go. I'm okay. Yeah.
The kids are okay. Tron's okay.
Exactly.
Tron loves the kids.
What is your advice? I don't love kids. Okay.
He hates kids.
I do. I just like to see them suffer.
Fuck the kids. That's what you think, don't you?
Anyways, carry on. Carry on, Tom. I don't want to see kids suffer. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Oh my word. My advice would be just get battered, invite her in, get battered in front of her repeatedly, rub it in.
For the non-Brit, battered,
pissed up.
Drunk.
The English have a very good thing. We can take any noun and turn it into meaning getting drunk.
Yes, you can.
Pissed.
That's your favourite.
Battered, trolleyed, hammered, lamp-posted.
Lamp-posted.
Shit-faced.
If someone were to just give me a random noun.
Define noun.
Object.
Object. Guitar.
If I was to say I got absolutely guitared, you'd know exactly what I meant.
I got absolutely fucking shared last night, man.
I got absolutely fucking rooftopped.
Yeah.
I got fridged.
Walled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean now. It just works.
Night.
It's the accent that does it.
I got absolutely cursed last night, man. It was curds.
There you go. Absolutely fire extinguished last night.
This sounds like a segment.
I got mirrored last night. Yeah. There you go. See?
It's a segment right here.
Get
It
them
is. Yes, it
absolutely
is a segment.
fucking
Annihilate.
drywall.
Well, that's just that goes across all.
That's carpeted.
There you go, yeah. Get carpeted in front of her.
Yeah.
Get her pissed up. Maybe she's just
Maybe
jealous
you
there
should
was
get
no booze for her.
drywalled.
But
She get her wall
it's
dried.
her problem. It's your house. If you were doing it in her house, that'd be different. But you're not doing it in her house. You're doing it in your own
You
house.
should get her hot tubbed. That's what you should do.
I'm so glad you
No,
did
hot
not
tub
stop
has different
after
meanings.
mom.
That's
Okay, I know that meaning. That maybe don't do that with your
Sister?
yeah.
What are you
sister-in-law.
thinking of the meaning is?
I don't know. Son.
Hot tub at lake. You get hot tubs. You injure a kid.
Oh
in there.
yes, you do.
What?
Yes, you do.
What? You injure your kid?
It's an area at Lake Louise,
Oh, is
You
it?
don't want to get hot tub,
and lots of people get injured in there
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
don't
because
get
it's a bad time. It's a bad time.
especially if you've been plastered the night before. You don't want to
Yeah,
get hot
yeah.
tubbing
Or carpeted.
on carpenters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, fight her.
Fight her.
Fight her. Just fucking fight her.
They're knuckle boxing.
Yeah, bare
That's
knuckle
the
box,
solution to
but
this.
give yourself 9 months to have the kid recover, get in shape.
No, the kid's coming in a month.
Yeah, but she has a month to get out and then 8 months to deal with the kid and get in shape for the fight.
Where
Okay.
did the kid come in? I wasn't listening to the kid.
She's 8 months pregnant.
I completely missed that.
That's why
part.
the husband was out partying.
Oh,
It helps to fucking listen, doesn't it?
yes. Okay, I see now. Yes. So no, I just listened to the getting plastered bit.
That's all you
And
care
all the
about.
drug
Yeah.
nouns. So my final input on this is going to be that you know,
Get on
Just-
with it.
just let everybody be. Just sit down, meditate, and become okay with yourselves again.
Nah, throw hands.
Yeah. Bare knuckle box.
I'm going for the weird.
9
approach
rounds. One for
Nine,
each month.
9 rounds.
One for each month of the
How long?
pregnancy.
How long are the rounds? How many?
9
minutes?
minutes.
9 minutes, 9
Yeah.
rounds.
Yeah.
It's a long old fight. It's
Yeah.
81 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I
That
say
was
180 minutes.
that was
That's
some
not-
quick
that's not maths.
math there.
It's 9 times
9
9.
times 9, 81, yeah. 9 times table, you can find out on the 9 times table because you add the 2.
Tron, I'm
ones.
Oh, I
going to
thought
test
you
you.
said-
Tron, we're going to test you on your 7 times table now. 1 times 7.
7.
2 times 7.
14.
8 times 7.
56.
7 times 7.
49.
6 times 7.
42.
11 times 7.
77.
13 times 7.
I forgot I won 177. No. Fuck.
91.
Yeah, no. 191. Yeah, 184 is 12, isn't it?
No, it's just 91.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, 84 is 12.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry.
I
don't
am
know. I got
thoroughly
100.
impressed.
4 times 7.
Flip me in there also.
42. What?
28. 4 times 7.
That's
40.
6 times 7.
Yeah, I already said 42.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. My
5
bad.
times 7.
35.
Cool. Well done.
Just
did
for-
did
I'm
you
so
know the
sorry
answers
that
to all
12.
these?
I'm so used
I
to
am
only going
very
up to
impressed.
12. So when you said 13, it threw me a little bit.
That-
177.
What's 11 times 11?
3. 11. Oh my god, that is.
132.
Thank you.
Say what you want about the Brits, but your maths education system is spot on
I think
when
it's
it comes to memorizing
So
the times
we would go
tables.
177. 2 7 to 14.
No,
3
it's 120, is it?
21,
What's-
4 7 to 28. 5 7 to
No.
35. 6 7 to 40.
It's 121. Yeah, it's 121, 131. That was
That's
poor
it.
of me.
I can't get past 2 or 3.
And then 12 times 11 is 132.
Yes.
Yeah.
12 times 12 is 144.
13 times 13 is 169.
169. Because it's the best one.
This is a very riveting podcast. Right
Maths chat.
Yes.
Right.
Next week.
now. New
that's what's
segment.
Math, yeah, next week send in
Maths
your
chat
times table
with-
you would like us to test Tron on, and we'll test him on
Yes.
whatever times
Yes,
table
we
you
will.
you want.
And if
That
he
will come
loses,
in
he will
December.
have to go a day of drinking only horse semen.
Yes, I like it.
Yes. I won't lose.
No, for every answer he gets wrong, it's just a shot of horse cum.
yeah.
There we go.
Or just a
Boy.
shot.
No, horse cum.
No, just a shot, and then you keep it. You keep
What about this? I
casting.
feel like we should
Yeah.
do an open invitation for pub golf on the podcast at some point.
Oh, we've got to do that in October when the
Because we have
boys
to
are back
do
in
this.
town.
So if you're listening and you're one of the boys, you know who you are. Open invitation for pub golf.
And if you'd like to be one of the boys, just send a message.
Shoot a
to
message. Where
Tom
is
and
it?
Tron.
Tom and Tron on Instagram
Yeah.
or email us
Tomntron
at
at gmail.com.
Tom and Tron on Gmail.
Oh, you have an email.
We have everything. So.
Oh, damn.
We've
Just
got
no
Twitter.
Facebook. No Facebook.
Twitter?
Okay.
No Twitter.
Yeah, no Twitter.
Twitter's
Yeah,
a cesspit.
Yeah, I agree.
Donald Trump's stomping grounds.
Not anymore. He's been banned for like.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
back to the
Anyways.
thing. Yeah.
Sorry.
Back to the podcast.
Tomntron's court is coming back at you now.
Dear Tom and Tron,
brief little break.
I found out on Thursday that my boyfriend of 2 years was cheating on me for months with one of my childhood best friends.
Oh no.
And it's completely and utterly wrecked me. In all
Wait.
honesty, I don't know if I'll ever be able to recover from this. I loved and trusted him so much. Our relationship was literally perfect, and he had the nerve to cheat on me after telling me daily how he's never loved anyone as much as me.
He loves your childhood best friend as much as he loves you. Anyways, carry on.
He loves fucking her. I could barely even talk because I was out of breath from crying so much. When I tried my best to formulate a coherent sentence and ask him why he would do this to me, he simply responded by saying, I can choose who has access to my body. What?
Ooh.
This has mentally fucked me up, and I still can't comprehend this situation. He texted me today that this doesn't have to end our relationship, and some paragraph asking me why do I care when it's his body and not mine. I tried to explain to him that I valued him being faithful to me as a fundamental part of our relationship and not sharing his body with anyone else, as I would be faithful to him. Also, we never agreed to be poly or anything. He now says that he understands how much I value his physical body. I never said that, and will be fully aware of that going forward in our relationship. I honestly don't think I can give him another chance though. I literally thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with him, but after what he's done, that's all out the window. It's just tough because I think about... What? Because I can think back about how I never loved or cared about my ex-boyfriends to the level that I do him, and it almost feels like I still love him even after he has completely violated me. Are there any reasonable ways that I can go about this from here?
I have some things to say.
Go and get absolutely dry.
You said 2 months, right? Are you literally 14?
Well,
You're both wrong.
No, they've been dating for 2 months.
Yeah, I know.
No, they've been dating for 2 years.
Oh, 2 years.
But
He's
he's
been
been
cheating
cheating
for
for
2
months.
Oh, I see. Okay, this makes
so
more sense.
what I think
yeah.
you do.
It doesn't say month, 2 months, just 4 months.
So
just
what,
months.
what I think the girlfriend in the story has to do is go out to a lovely place in town,
The
probably a
Dancing
wine
Sasquatch.
Wednesday, maybe Dancing Sasquatch, and get absolutely carpeted one night, okay,
And then get absolutely rammed.
and then just see what happens. Maybe even Worcester railed, Worcester Raiders, bring them in from earlier.
Yeah, okay.
Get the whole team on the job.
Yeah, there
Oh,
we go. Call them in from...
Yeah,
where were they from?
Worcester.
In UK?
No, America.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll come out
confusing.
for that, yeah.
Yeah, they will. Anyways, that would be my advice: is just go to Sasquatch and see
Go
what
out,
happens.
get blasted,
Yeah,
get fucked by
get
some other people.
chimneyed.
Yeah,
See what happens.
get back on the horse. It
Yeah.
hurts now. Give it time.
All
Yeah.
13 of them.
Go and ride a cowboy.
Don't get back
All
with him.
13 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I imagine there's 13 of them on the team. That's just in my head.
There are 20 people on a hockey team.
Oh, is it a hockey team?
Yeah, but
Yes.
including support
Oh.
staff, we're probably looking at 30. Let's
Yeah,
be
what
looking
honest.
about
at
the
30.
coach? Is the
Yes.
coach getting in on this?
No,
He might as well.
coach doesn't play. He's going to sit there taking
Yeah,
notes.
the coach doesn't. Yes.
What about the towel boys?
What?
Towel boys? I don't know anything about sports, so like I assume there's
Towel boys?
towel, but water boys?
Kit boys.
Kit man.
Like everyone
Men.
who is part of the team.
You also got the physio.
Physio,
They
all
know
the
what they're doing.
physiotherapists.
Yes.
Yeah, the physio needs to have a go.
The
Physio
therapists,
disease.
the regular therapists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. You get the whole squad on them.
Yeah, get
I
everyone.
think that will solve the situation.
I think it will. He will be very pleased with the results.
He will.
Yeah, and so yeah, just move on. Shit's going to suck a little bit, but game's a game
So
at
will
the
you
end of the
be?
day.
But actual advice here for a sec, because this is a lovely listener who we have here. I don't know where they're from, but they're from somewhere in the world.
Zimbabwe.
And wherever you're listening from,
Zimbabwe?
no,
You've
we
got
do have a
listeners
listener
in
from
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Yes, we do, but this person not from Zimbabwe, as
Okay.
far as I'm concerned. But my advice would be, forget about him.
just forget about
Just
it.
forget about him.
It's going
And
to
in
take
the
time.
words of Bob Marley, what would Bob Marley say in this situation?
Don't worry.
Here we go.
About a thing.
'Cause every little thing
It's gonna be alright.
There we
Do
go.
do do do
Exactly.
do do do.
Don't worry
About a thing.
That'll do.
That's the vibes that we're going for right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tom, what was your input on that situation?
So you've got either just go out, get railed, forget about him, or cause him irreparable bodily harm.
Kick him in the balls.
Not irreparable bodily harm again.
I want you to slice
Oh,
bits
God.
off him.
Oh God.
Use a potato peeler.
You're gonna. Have you seen the film The Gentleman?
It sounds like you're describing Saw currently, but I haven't seen The Gentleman.
You haven't seen The Gentleman. Have you seen the film The
Is it
Gentleman?
like Saw?
No, it's a gangster film about upper class gangsters.
I want to see it.
But the end of it, one of them goes, they get taken to a freezer and says, "You're not leaving this freezer until you've paid the debt that is owed to me." And that debt is a pound of flesh.
Ooh.
So you're going to take a pound of flesh off him. Doesn't matter where it's from, but you get to pick where that pound of flesh comes from, alright? So you're going to slice him up a little bit.
Jesus.
Cut his
Your
dick
mum's
off.
listening to this
That'll be a
podcast,
pound.
Sam.
I never said it had to be penis.
Well, it
No,
could be.
I'm just saying your mum's listening.
Yeah.
So be careful what you
Hi,
say.
Mom. Leave him. He's a piece of shit. Go get
Good.
railed.
Yeah.
Get railed and get
Move
railed.
on. She's only young. She says she's 20 years old, so...
Oh, God. Yeah.
Go do your thing.
If you have to leave,
You
come
go,
out to Banff.
girl.
Yeah, it's all good.
Come out to Banff. You
Plenty
can
more
live
fish
easy.
in the sea.
And it's a big sea as well.
Yeah, it is.
There's
Especially
plenty more
the
ocean.
water time if you need
SCD capital of the world.
Yes. Oh, I'm just talking about the world. Big
Oh,
oceans.
the world. Yeah.
Yeah, big seas.
Yeah, just live your
Anyways,
life.
Speaking of big seas, Tron, you're...
that's being bleached.
I second that.
So I would say this has been a very nice episode. Thank you, Sam, for
Yes,
coming
thank you
on.
very much.
Of course.
I'm
thanks for
sure
having me.
we will hear from you again.
Well, yeah, I live in the room next
Yes.
to you.
Oh, well, I will hear from you again. I mean,
You'll
the
hear from me
audience.
tomorrow.
The
Yes.
audience. As long as our podcast keeps on being successful, I don't know how long we're going to be successful for. But
Are you
we'll see.
successful now?
Success is success.
Success is success to myself.
Ah,
That makes zero sense, but yeah, I'm saying.
no, I get what you're saying. I'm very proud of you.
Yes, as long as I'm
Sean.
happy, that's all that matters.
Yes. If you've got any questions for us, message us on Instagram at tomntron
Yes.
or email us at tomntron@gmail.com.
And also make sure to use our sponsors. They
Yes,
help us.
do please support our sponsors. They really help us keep making this wonderful content for you guys.
Please continue to send messages of things you want to be read out loud
Yes.
and judged on the court of Tom and Tron.
Anything you send in, we will talk about.
Yes.
And we mean anything. We have talked about cock and ball torture on the podcast before,
All we did was mention it.
but we talked about
But
it.
we did say
It's all
it.
good. Also, shout out to our listener in Japan.
You don't know
Tell
who
us-
you are, but
tell us who
shout
you are,
out.
please.
Yes.
And where's the other people? Our listeners in New Zealand. There could be a few of you. I'd like to know which one of you it is. All good. And our American
and the
listeners.
United States. Yeah, we want to know the USA.
Yeah,
one
who's
is.
the US bastards?
Oh,
other
say,
than that,
can you see?
from
No,
the
you've
dawn?
already mucked it
Have
up.
I?
It's by
On
the
that
dawn's
note,
Anyways,
by
anyway,
the dawn's
anyways,
early
yes, we
light.
will. Bye bye.